Hello and welcome to Thinkermaker. I'm Dr. Parag Shah. I've been working in the front line of hospitals in the fight against COVID. I'm a member of the British Society for Immunology and I have no links with pharmaceutical companies. In this episode, we explore risks arising from impatient investors racing for market share and profit from genetic immunization methods. To make the right vaccination choice for you, then also understand there are risks from corporate business wanting to gain profits from things quickly. Here's an example. Look at this ad from about 70 years ago, promoting a brand new technology, throwaway plastic cups. Now, what's the ad saying about how to dispose of them? Scientists and investors did not think about that, assuming nature would handle the cleanup. Well, how wrong they were. Who would have guessed that plastic pollution would become a global problem for humanity decades later? The modern day fashionable Bible of evidence said there is no evidence of future problems. Scientists have led society on a mass sleepwalk into a dangerous culture of blindly following something called the science, the evidence, as if it were a god. No. Big mistake. Anyway, let's get back to vaccine investment. Nature Journal says the $2 billion invested in RNA is astonishing. And of course, investors want profits, and that's fine. But we must expect full transparency. So, what are they investing in? This. It's called a lipid nanoparticle with a piece of synthetic RNA inside. We learned about it in the last episode, but here's a quick recap. Pfizer's website tells us it contains the ingredient polyethylene glycol. That's PEG for short. And PEG is a petroleum product from fossil fuel, and it's a major hypersensitivity ingredient in the globule. Look, it has been used in body lotions for years, but there's growing concern about hypersensitive reactions to it. 72% of people have antibodies against it. The US government CDC website says contraindications for mRNA vaccines are hypersensitivity reactions. Go check out the page. Here's some quotes from the respected New England Journal of Medicine. December 2020, there's the reference. Anaphylaxis can be a life-threatening hypersensitivity reaction. It's 10 times more likely with Pfizer's mRNA vaccine than all previous vaccines. For Moderna's version, it's not even known. The implications for injecting PEG are unknown. Many questions remain. So why are they using PEG? 'Cause it's cheap. More profit. Now, look at this science article, A New Era in Vaccinology. Some scientists are excited that the LNP fat globule made of PEG can protect RNA from being degraded. But they also don't fully understand its mechanisms. And it's never been licensed for injection before. Now, other scientists have concerns. This Science Journal of December 2020 predicts side effects of fat globule buildup and inflammation. How much of that can your body clean up? They're still puzzling out what the answer to that could be. It's going to take a decade to figure that out. Also, that synthetic, manipulated mRNA is not natural. The body is not used to disposing of that. And this 2021 Science Review reports it could cause diseases. It needs thorough evaluation. That includes the test of time. and Pfizer knows all this. Their website admits that they excluded allergy-prone people from their short-term testing. They don't have time for long-term testing because there's a race. Now, some want mRNA to be rolled out at a sprint. Others say a long-distance pace is wiser. Whatever, there's a rampant market race between DNA, protein, RNA, and traditional vaccines. So companies keep their secrets from each other, which also means from you. Now, it's like Pepsi and Coke, secret recipes. So you're not being told everything, and that's not a conspiracy. It's just market competition, capitalism at play, trade secrets. So what's missing? Here goes. One clue comes from the investor brochure of RNA vaccine maker Moderna. Page 2 says this sentence, let's read it. Once inside the nucleus, DNA vaccines have a risk of permanently changing a person's DNA. It's a tough fight, and that's how the RNA makers are attacking the DNA manufacturers. In that race, Moderna's trying to say that RNA immunization is safe and DNA is not. And to be fair, this textbook and science article do also say that. Check if you want. RNA makers freely tell us that genetic methods need 4 to 7 years to make. Traditional vaccines are slower. But 7 years? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. COVID-19 is only 1 year old. Are we rushing? Perhaps? Oh yes, there's a race. And in that race, they're doing their best to ensure that nobody mentions the possible build-up of fat globules inside your body. The very front cover of their investor prospectus indicates why they are so aggressive and strategic with information. They want to disrupt the vaccine world. Investors love disruptive. Like Amazon disrupted the retail market. Like Twitter disrupted politics. They don't have decades of experience. Moderna is younger than Twitter. That's why they're super busy schmoozing the media, spinning headlines with huge marketing budgets. Spin what people think, change how things are done. Take risk and make a ton of money. Investors love it. And that's why they're busy lobbying authorities with astronomical sums. $4.5 billion. Way more than any other industry. Especially when politicians like the British Health Minister, a lawyer, is clueless about health, startled, and way out of his depth. Like a rabbit caught in the headlights. I bet they're saying, "Don't worry, sir. We know how to handle this. We got it covered." Next thing you know, he's their puppy. On one hand, manufacturers assure vaccines are safe. On the other, they want no liability if vaccines do any harm. And Mr. Clueless Puppy Dog gives it to them. Unbelievable contradiction. It's the perfect time to lobby for laws to be made for their product as a legal requirement. The perfect business model. Now watch this video of traffic 100 years ago and see if you spot the relevance to vaccines. accidents were common. Insurance companies successfully leveraged the fear of accidents to lobby for compulsory car insurance laws for the liberty to drive cars. And their product became law. The perfect business model. Their industry made a mint. And pharma companies would love to make vaccines compulsory. Make a mint. Even better if they can also get government to remove their liability. Oh, hang on, they already got that. Vaccine passport laws for the freedom to socialise is in the picture. It would set a precedent for the future that will slowly erode many more freedoms. Are we going to let that happen? Not buying it so fast. A wasteland on planet Earth, and now perhaps the inner universe of our bodies too? We need the test of time. They're also still learning if genetic jabs create years-long immune memory of those COVID spikes. So genetic immunization is an ongoing experiment. So you see, technology may change, but human nature doesn't. Investors want profits quickly, and scientists are too curious to wait, and the public seek a quick fix to avoid an illness that's mild in 98% of people. Are you sure you want to be the long-term guinea pig? Big money is busy schmoozing the media, spinning headlines with huge marketing budgets. So there's a new word going around, TUB. It stands for the unthinking brainwashed. Remember, we're not communist. We believe in liberty, and that liberty was hard won. Don't throw it away. Don't be a tub. Thank you for watching, and please like and share the series, and do subscribe for more thought-provoking videos.